Okay, let's dive into this explainer. If you're a focused learner looking to rapidly expand your French vocabulary, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're taking a highly structured, super efficient journey through exactly 100 essential French words. We're talking numbers and time. No getting bogged down in complicated grammar rules right now. This is all about equipping you with the vital building blocks to navigate daily life, make plans, and express yourself clearly in French. Let's do this.
To keep things totally manageable, we're chunking this out into 4 distinct phases: counting to 1,000, the calendar and seasons, navigating the clock, and finally, time and action.
Let's move to Section 1 and see how this builds. Counting to 1,000. Understanding these foundational numbers literally unlocks everything else.
Let's establish our baseline. We start with 0, which looks, well, incredibly familiar. 0. Then 1, n. 2, deux. 3, trois. 4, cat. 5, cinq. 6 is spelled identically to English but pronounced six. 6. 7, sept. 8, huit. 9, neuf. And 10, dix. Go ahead and practice repeating those out loud. You've just built your primary foundation.
Keeping that exact rhythm going into the teens, 11 is onze, 12 is douze, 13 is treize, 14 quatorze, 15 quinze, 16 seize. Now here's where it gets cool. Notice the logical shift for the late teens. French brilliantly combines the word for 10 with the single digit. So 17 is dix-sept, literally 10-7, 18 is dix-huit, 19 is dix-neuf, and finally we land at 20, vingt.
Once you've got the single digits and the base tens, you basically have the tools to build any number up to 99. Here are your major chunking milestones. 30 is trente, 40, quarante, 50, cinquante, 60, soixante. Now, for 70, the logic shifts again to 60-10, soixante-dix. 80 is wonderfully literal. It's 4 20s, quatre-vingts. And 90 is 4 20s-10, quatre-vingt-dix. Just combine these tens with our earlier single digits and boom, you can count all the way to 99.
We've hit a major boundary. 100 in French is cent. It's short, sharp, and super easy to remember. Just think of the English word century.
And let's push all the way up to 1,000 mil. Think of a millennium. Just like that, you have successfully unlocked the core numerical system of the entire French language. Not bad, right?
But hey, numbers aren't just for counting, are they? They're for ordering our world. If you're following directions, checking a schedule, or reading a recipe, you need sequence words. First is premier, second is deuxième, third is troisième. And to cap off a sequence, you'll need dernier for last or prochain for next. This is absolutely crucial for organizing information logically.
All right, Section 2, the calendar and seasons. Let's zoom out and look at how we structure our calendry and année or year.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how we categorize our broad life units. Temps is a fascinating dual-purpose word. It actually means both time and weather. Date is exactly the same as in English. A week is a semaine, a month is a mois, and a year is an année. Whenever you're talking about the big picture of your life, these are the buckets you're going to use.
Let's break that semaine down into a familiar journey. Monday is lundi, Tuesday, mardi, Wednesday, mercredi, Thursday, jeudi, Friday, vendredi, Saturday, samedi, and Sunday is dimanche. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. It just rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Anchoring those days to reality requires 3 crucial relative markers. Right at the center, we have today, aujourd'hui. Looking backward, we have yesterday, hier. And looking forward, tomorrow, demain. Hier, aujourd'hui, demain. I guarantee you will use these 3 words in almost every single conversation you have.
Zooming back out for a second, we divide the year into 4 seasons. Spring is printemps, summer is short and warm, été. Autumn is automne, and winter is hiver. Now you've got the precise vocabulary to describe your absolute favorite time of year.
Moving right along to Section 3, navigating the clock. Let's zoom back in from the calendar to the micro units of time you'll need to read an horloge or a montre.
Here are the basic micro-units of time we use every single day to measure our lives. A second is perfectly recognizable, seconde. A minute is also identical in spelling, minute. An hour is an heure. A day is a jour, and the total length of time something takes, well, that's its duration, durée.
And this brilliantly illustrates the visual journey through a single day. We kick off with early morning, tôt le matin. That transitions into the general morning, matin. Right in the middle is noon, midi. Following that is the afternoon, après-midi. As the sun sets, we enter the evening, soir. And finally, we reach night, nuit, or specifically midnight, minuit. This flow gives you total precision when making your plans.
Speaking of plans, here are the events that actually fill up those hours and days. A specific point in time is a moment. The start is the début, and the end is the fin. If you're booking a doctor's visit or a work meeting, you need a rendezvous, an appointment, which goes straight into your schedule, your emploi du temps. Obviously, we all need a break, une pause. We all celebrate a birthday, an anniversaire. And we all eagerly await a vacation, les vacances. These are the words that make up the real fabric of your daily routine.
Finally, Section 4, time in action. Having the nouns is great and all, but now we're giving you the active tools, the adverbs and phrases to express exactly when things happen.
One of the absolute best ways to memorize vocabulary is through high contrast. If something happens before, it's avant. If it happens after, it's après, avant and après. Learning them side by side like this totally cements the relationship in your brain.
Let's try that contrast trick again, this time with punctuality. If you arrive early, you are tôt. If you are perfectly on time, you are à l'heure. But if you happen to arrive late, you are tard, en retard, or acting tardivement. Tôt versus tard. You obviously want to aim for à l'heure, but trust me, it's vital to know how to apologize for being en retard.
So the crucial point here is that learning extreme, absolute opposites together creates a strong mental anchor. Take frequency. The absolute maximum is always toujours. The absolute minimum is never jamais. Toujours and jamais.
But, life usually happens somewhere between always and never. That's where these incredibly practical adverbs come in. Sometimes is parfois. Often is souvent. What's happening right now is maintenant. What's happening soon is bientôt. If something is already done, it's déjà. And if it's still happening or happening again, it's encore. Try to keep this rhythm. Parfois, souvent, maintenant, bientôt, déjà, encore. These are the little nuances that make your French sound totally natural and fluent.
Okay, we're bringing our vocabulary bootcamp to a highly productive close with this final toolset of descriptive phrases. If something happens during an event, it's pendant. A long time is longtemps. Recently is récemment. For recurring events, every day is tous les jours. Every week is chaque semaine. Every year is chaque année. And occasionally, something just happens from time to time, de temps en temps.
And there you go. You have just absorbed 100 essential French words, covering numbers, the calendar, the clock, and the flow of time itself. You've mastered the building blocks. So I want to challenge you with one final question to prompt some immediate practice. Which part of your actual daily schedule will you describe in French first? Will it be your rendezvous demain matin, or maybe your vacances bientôt? Look at your own emploi du temps and start applying this right now. Thanks for learning with us, and keep up the fantastic focus.